What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fish and GrubbZ. Guys, this is not a normal episode. I actually have some news for you. My life is changing drastically right now. Drastically. I don't know how it's going to affect the channel. I don't know really how it's going to affect my life going forward, but I'm really excited for this. So, if you guys don't know, if you don't follow me on Facebook and Instagram, but you do follow the YouTube, I just got a new job. I was actually on unemployment for the past few weeks completely. Once we reopened the bar, I didn't have much work to do because we had to keep the staff so minimal to make sure that everybody was making some money. So that's why I dove in full steam ahead and tried to get a video up every single day for you guys. Going forward, that's going to be extremely difficult, but I am going to do my best to continue on with this. It's going to be a lot of work. I'm probably going to be working 7 days a week within the next few weeks. I got a job as a fisherman. I cannot explain to you how happy I am. Basically because it's just the first step. Right now, it's my first ever job as a first mate. I'm going to be teaching people how to fish every single day. It's not going to be bass fishing. We're going to be out in the ocean. But that's absolutely incredible. The past 2 days have been the most rewarding 2 days of work I've ever had in my life. And it is not easy, folks. Believe me, it is super hard work. My legs are killing me. My knees are bruised from kneeling on these benches trying to help people out with the waves coming in. Like, I'm getting beat up. But I tell you what, it feels so good to put a little kid on his first fish ever. It feels so good to help people out, catch fish, to bring home and eat. So basically, I'll be working out of Newport, Rhode Island, working for a company called Fish and Tails. And it's just a little party boat. Now, without COVID going on, there's 30 people that can go on the boat. Right now, we're limited at 16. So your normal party boat antics of tons of lines crossing and absolute debauchery is actually cut down to a minimum because there's half the amount of people on the boat. My first few trips were incredible. The only tough trip I had was the second trip yesterday. The rain came in, which actually wasn't bad at all, but what was bad is the ocean was moving in such a weird way that every drift we had, there was a line going this way, a line going that way, and a line going this way because everything was just kind of a whirlpool and everyone's lines were getting crossed. I spent more time getting people unstuck from each other and unstuck from the bottom that nobody was catching fish. Other than that, it's been insanity. Today, both trips, everyone caught a ton of fish. We're bottom fishing. We're fishing for black sea bass, we're fishing for scup, we're fishing for fluke, aka flounder. We catch sea robin. Apparently there's bluefish that have been caught. Every once in a while, striped bass will be down on the bottom. But it is super cool. Like, I'm getting so much satisfaction from work. It's unbelievable. It's really pointing me in the direction that I want to go. And that is fishing for my livelihood. And for the first time, I'm doing it. I personally thought it was going to be like 5-6 years down the road. Maybe my YouTube channel takes off because I'm going to grind and grind and grind until I get to the point I want to be. Because, if you know anything about YouTube, most people grow really slow. And if you don't quit and you grind, it can pay off big time. And so that's what I've been doing. There's been times when I've been extremely discouraged. There's been times when people comment on my stuff and I get so aggravated at the way people look at what I'm trying to do and read it in a totally different way than I'm trying to put it out there. But some people are jealous. Some people are complete assholes and just want to make other people unhappy because their lives suck. And, those are the type of people I don't even care about, man. I'm at the point where if you are talking shit and you're not going to be a good part of the community here at Fish and GrubbZ, you're getting blocked, bro. I don't even care. I'm realistic fishing your ass. You're gone. And that's the same for Facebook. Like, I had some guy yesterday just be a passive aggressive dick about the video we put out yesterday about the Shimano reel. And it's like, yo, you could have given me constructive criticism in a way that actually made me want to listen to you. Instead, you're a complete dickhead. And so, peace out. I've had so many people along the way just be total assholes that like, I can see why a lot of people out there will quit YouTube, because social media, man, it's a beast. It's different. Like, it's something that we're not used to. At least something I'm not used to as a 35-year-old guy. Like, I didn't grow up with it the way a lot of people are growing up with it. In fact, I refused to get Facebook until I had moved to the Outer Banks and was moving away from a bunch of friends I made down there, and they were like, you gotta get it, you gotta get it. It was my second summer down there, and I finally got Facebook, and I barely freaking used it. But the dream has come true so much faster. Now, I just got TikTok, and I'm gonna be posting a lot more videos on TikTok from going out on these ocean trips, because I don't want to bring the big camera out. I don't have time for that. I'm working. I don't want to bring the GoPro out. I really don't have time for that. I'm working. But I got this on me at all times. Something cool happens, like really cool, I'm gonna bust it out. I'm gonna take some video. Now, something cool does happen literally every day when we're out there. We get to feed striped bass when we get back. So we go out fishing for black sea bass, flounder, all that stuff I talked about. But when we get back, we have to fillet the fish for everybody that wants them filleted. And we throw all the skins and the carcasses down into the water. And there are 40 plus inchers just sitting under this dock waiting. And they explode on it topwater every day. And I'm telling you right now, I don't think it's ever gonna get old. Like, I asked the kid who's been doing it all summer, I looked at him after like 10 minutes of just watching these stripers go ballistic, and I was like, bro, does this ever get old? And he was like, no. And I freaking believe it. So I ask you, if you want to join along on the ocean adventures, to go check out the TikTok. I'll leave it linked below. You know, you don't have to. That's TikTok literally is just for fun for me at this point. And I'm actually really enjoying it. And I did not think I would. But thanks to Becca and my buddy Fishnicious, and my buddy Fishnicious that we met out in Vegas, convinced me to get it, and eventually I actually started using it, and I'm really enjoying it. So that'll be linked below. And a lot of the ocean stuff that I do at work is going to be put in the TikTok. Now, stuff that I do learn on the boat, we're going to talk about here. I know we've been mostly largemouth, smallmouth, but I'm learning new knots, I'm learning new techniques, and I'm learning about new fish, and I'd love to share that information with you guys. So there will be videos in the future basically showing you or telling you or giving information about what we do out in the ocean. That way, you know, people that come out and hang out with me on the charter can actually go back to this channel or to the TikTok and continue to learn and continue to grow if they do fall in love with fishing, if it's their first time. I had a group today of 4. 2 parents, 2 kids. The kids had never gone fishing before, and we got them on fish. I can't tell you how incredible it was to see these kids' faces light up when they caught fish. It was more rewarding than me catching a fish myself. And it's crazy. It's crazy to think about that. And like yesterday morning too, Becca caught a 5-pounder. Actually almost 6. It was 5 pounds, 11 ounces. She sent me the video and I got the chills. Like, and I was like, I don't know why. And she was like, because you're passionate about fishing. And it's true. You know, and I'm passionate about bartending too, but not in the same way. Like, fishing has taken over my life, and I'm super thankful for the road that we're going down right now. I feel extremely lucky, and there's a few other aspects of my life where I'm not super lucky, and hopefully that changes. And right now I'm kind of backing off on that I'm backing off in that realm because this COVID thing has really put some things into perspective for me about who certain people are, and you know, babe. So I lost my place. I don't even, let's just say that I'm kind of a little bit of a Taoist. I like to let things happen. I kind of go with the flow. And the flow has taken me here. And I'm super, super grateful. I had a little girl on the boat today in the second trip, and she was being kind of a Debbie. She didn't think she was going to catch a single fish. And I was like, you got to stay positive. Because, we were catching a ton of fish all morning, and I knew we were going to catch fish. And she did catch fish. But the thing is certain people have a really hard time staying positive. And sometimes all of us do. But for the most part, in my life, even when I am not feeling good, I do my best to stay positive, because I know without the bad times, without the times where you're cursing your life, where you're cursing things that you have no control over, without that, without the hard times, what would life be? I mean, we'd just be sitting around and everything would just be mediocre all the time. We wouldn't be able to experience the happiness and the joy that we get when things are going incredibly well. And so, right now, the joy that I feel, even though I am insanely tired, because the past few days I've been going to work, working my ass off, coming home, editing, trying to get a video up for you guys, posting the video, promoting the video, making the thumbnail. I mean, it's so funny that people think that we do this for likes, or we do this because we love it. If we're on YouTube doing this, we're doing it because we love it. I do this because I love doing it. I love editing videos. I love filming. I love photography. And most of all, I love to fish. And that's what this channel is about, folks. And that's why you guys are watching right now. And I thank you for that. I thank every one of you who've subscribed to this channel, for the views, for the comments. You guys, when you like the videos and your input, it truly means the world to me. And I just want all of you to know that watch. And, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Because without the feedback and the incredible people that I've met and traveled with, and I consider myself to be one of the luckiest dudes on the planet. Just because some people love stuff, they never do it. They don't do what they love. And I've taken a lot of chances, but I'm here doing what I love. And now I got my dream job. I'm literally getting paid to go fishing. I honestly didn't think it was possible. And if it was possible, I thought it was going to be a long time coming. But I'll tell you one thing. After experiencing what I've experienced over the past week, I really truly believe that next year, 6 months down the road, maybe even this winter, I'm going back to school. I'm going to get my captain's license. And I'm going to try to be captain of a boat, because there's no greater feeling than putting people on fish. Even if it's just small ones, just seeing their faces light up, especially people that don't really fish or don't know much about fishing, or go fishing and don't really catch much. You take them out and they start slaying them, and boy, oh boy, does it feel good. So quick shout out to all the people, all the guests that have been on the boat over the past few days I've been there. you guys have been absolutely incredible. To the young man that like literally slayed fish. He like, it's funny because some people think they know what they're doing when they come out and go fishing with us, and some people, most people don't. But this one kid came on the boat. I knew he knew what he was talking about. He watches YouTube. He knows about one rod. He flipped out when we told him that we actually got to fish with him, and kid slayed. He caught more fish than anyone on the boat. In fact, he caught more fish himself than most of the people did combined. And it just lights me up, like, to see that in a freaking 10, 12-year-old kid. It just, the gratification I would get from giving somebody a cocktail that I made that was like my recipe, or something that I just came up with and put my creativity and my love and my care into, and I pass it off to them, and they would just get blown away. Because, I don't know if you guys knew this, but I worked at one of the best cocktail bars in the world. And, the stuff that we put out to people would blow them away. And so when I got that reaction, it filled me with joy. But the reactions I've got over the past 2 days, nothing compares. All of you guys that are out there captaining ships or being mates, you guys know what I'm talking about. Living the dream. So, guys, I invite you to follow along the TikTok. You'll see more daily updates on the ocean, and hopefully I don't get burnt out trying to get videos up to you guys every day. Tomorrow we got a really fun video, Becca and I just getting our butts whooped. 2 ponds, not a lot of fish, but I dialed in on a bait I've never dialed in on before, and I've had a really good time. And tomorrow, which will be Monday's video, I'm going out with Becca, and we're going out with Woozy fishing from Rhode Island. This dude and his wife slay fish. Their Instagram is unbelievable. The photography they put out is so cool. Their stories are always lit. And guys, if you don't follow Woozy Fishing, and I know they have a ton of followers, you should go down in the link below. I'll leave them link below. I'll leave Becca link below, even though you don't need her link below. But those guys are unreal, and I'm super pumped to have the opportunity to go out fishing with Becca and Woozy. It's going to be a hell of a morning, and hopefully a hell of a video. So stay tuned for that. Guys, thank you so much for subscribing, for following along. I'm not posting this on Facebook. This is strictly going to YouTube, so this is really for the OGs and the people that actually really care about the show. I love you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in, and fucking fish on.